What's going on YouTube? Cloverbells here, back with another Series 10 team video, and today we've got Reshiram on display, and we've got another special guest. We've got Beluga VGC with us today. Beluga, you want to say hello to our viewers and tell us a little bit about your VGC background?
Yeah, of course. Hello, my name is BelugaVGC. As of now, I don't have any accolades to my name, but hopefully in the near future that will change and you'll be hearing my name a lot. I started playing about a year and a half ago, about the release of Sword and Shield, so hopefully that's the correct math. And what I love about VGC is just the, it's not just the, unlike most competitive games, which are just playing aspect, VGC has the team building aspect as well, and I love the creative team building aspect. So here we are with Reshiram.
Yeah, and speaking of team building, exactly. So now we've got Reshiram on display here. So, Beluga, before we jump into ranked battles, showcasing Reshiram, can I just ask you one question? Why did you choose to build Reshiram for Series 10?
That is a great question. So, Reshiram has a good matchup, and I say good because sometimes, depending on the teammates, but it has a very good matchup into a lot of the common restricted, such as Zacian. It's a guaranteed one-shot with Life Orb Zacian, with a Fusion Flare into Zacian. It can tank Calyrex hits, has like a 50% chance to live Mystic Water Kyogre, which is crazy. And even against like bad matchups like Xerneas, teammates like Rillaboom or Nihilego usually pull through and put in work. So overall, I think it's a very good off-meta choice.
Yes, definitely not one of the S tier restricteds, but far from the worst. So we're super excited to feature Reshiram today. Alright, so without further ado, you guys know how this goes. Beluga's going to call all the shots. I'm just going to click the buttons and make play-by-play commentary with a couple of jokes here and there. So let's just get straight into the battles. It is Kyogre with Whimsicott instead of Tornadus. And he's got a Regieleki and a Landorus-I. Landorus-I...
I think that forces us to lead Hitmontop.
What do we have here? Okay. Close combat. Alright, and then?
We have to bring the Reshiram at some point. We could bring... What about Hitmontop Suicune?
Okay.
I like that. That way we can set up our own tailwind no matter what. And then something like... He doesn't have Serena, so maybe... Let's leave the Reshiram and go Urshifu Rillaboom. Although... Let's bring... actually, let's go Urshifu Reshiram. That looks much better. Although then
no Rillaboom?
Anything for the outer. But yeah, let's bring the Rilla. I have left the Rilla before in one, but I think it's better here because he doesn't have Serena.
Yeah,
The question is, let's go Reshiram instead of Ursh. Yes, I like that.
Okay, if he goes Kyogre Regieleki, what do you do?
If it goes Kyogre Regieleki, we fake out and tailwind.
Okay. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Whimsicott. Could have Encore, by the way.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to that one. That's probably my least favorite tech of the format.
Encore?
Yeah. In terms of playing against it.
Ah. Alright, it is going to be the Whimsicott Kyogre straight up. Dang, what if I led Kyogre here? I mean, Rillaboom.
You definitely could have.
Now, he could taunt our Suicune, and he could just protect the Kyogre, and our plans are ruined. But we don't know.
I think we fake out the Ogre and Snarl.
We fake out the Ogre and Snarl. What if he protects the Kyogre?
Yeah, I think we could also... Let's go switch to Rillaboom and Snarl or Tailwind. That's the question. Let's go switch to Rillaboom and Tailwind. I'm trying to move a bit faster this game.
And you want a Tailwind. Okay. So Tailwind instead of the Snarl is Beluga's play. Alright, here we go.
Because if he doesn't Tailwind this turn and he taunts, then he's forced to Tailwind next turn. I think.
That is true. Alright. So hopefully we can take some water spouts here. He does go for the Tailwind, so we'll match Tailwind with Tailwind, but he's going to go first with his Kyogre. And there it is. There's the water spout. How well do we take this?
I think we take it really well.
Alright, we do take it relatively okay. Alright, and we'll get some recovery back with the grassy terrain. Alright. So now what's our play?
So, I think it might be Grassy Glide into Ogre.
Okay.
And to just make sure, because he has, what's it called, Instant in the back, right?
He does have an Incineroar.
Okay. That makes us think a bit. Honestly, I think Grassy... Questions do we want to call that? Because he could also protect and then we take a Moonblast from Whimsicott.
You have 20 seconds.
Grassy Glide into... Let's block it in. Grassy Glide into the Ogre.
Okay.
And Snarl.
Alright.
The Whimsicott Sash as well.
So he does withdraw it. Is this going to be Incineroar?
Yes,
I would imagine it is. It is Incin, so this Snarl does nothing. And neither does this Grassy Glide. I would have loved to Scald that slot, just to call it.
That was the question.
And there's the Encore anyway. So, we were just talking about the tech. Here it is. Beep! Alright.
Something nice we can do, though, is switch the Suicune into Reshiram and you turn off the Whimsicott. We don't fear the Moonblast now.
Okay. So, confirmed Encore.
Yeah, I say we do that, and then we can bring Suicune back in to threaten the... Yeah, let's do that. That's
okay.
Really good.
And he doesn't know that we have Earth Power. Does have Fake Out. So... But for what reason would you want to Fake Out the Rillaboom? But maybe he does.
Can we Fake Out Moonblast?
Could. Alright, and it is going to be the Moonblast to the Rilla slot. Alright, so no Fake Out, so that means this is... Wow, what did he...
Might be Flare Blitz.
Is it Flare Blitz? Could have been Parting Shot.
Even though it's in rain?
Yeah,
it could have been Parting Shot. Maybe into Rillaboom, but on our part, I think we probably want to switch in. The question is, do we want to switch it? Let's switch in Hitmontop.
Hitmontop? Okay.
No, let's go for Suicune. There's no point. Yeah. Because if he does attack into it, I was thinking if he Parting Shots into the Hitmontop spot, should we switch that in? Then we can get a Fake Out into the...
This is a Flare Blitz. Alright, so he did do it in the rain.
Called that, right?
Alright, so this is a little bit better than turn 1. So now what do you want to do? So Suicune's in a better spot.
I'm pretty sure Fusion Flare and Rain still kills. And then we can Scald the instant spot, although he might switch to Kyogre, which... I Scald that spot. We might burn the Kyogre too.
What if...
Right? What do you say?
What if we Snarl?
That could be really cheeky if he... Because then that also covers the Whimsicott. For some reason surviving.
I'll let you make the call. We can Scald it.
I like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. And what do you want to do here?
Fusion Flare into the Whimsicott.
Ooh.
I hope it's not Akaberry.
You never know, Japanese player.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Kyogre. Yep.
Should be alright though.
We're gonna chip it. We chipped it. I think
bad chip.
that's just as much as
But he Parting Shots off the Reshiram.
if he lives. He does live, so unfortunately, Scald does not KO. And there's the Parting Shot into Reshiram.
He is not Berry. It's good to note.
Yes, he's not Berry. Dang, what if he snarled there? That would have been so good.
That would have been a very good play. I say we Snarl this turn though and protect the Reshiram.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, we 100% Snarl. Wait, why would he do that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, does he have Tailwind?
I think we both...
Ah.
Yeah, Both our tails cleared out.
Okay.
Honestly, Snarl plus switch to Rillaboom, right? Because then when he Earth powers the Reshi, maybe.
He could do that.
Oh, he could double up into Suicune, but I don't think that kills. The other thing we could do is Tailwind protect. Check. Do you mind checking how many turns of rain there are?
There's one turn of rain. I think he switches the Kyogre.
Okay. Fusion Flare kills. Yeah, I think he does.
Alright.
I say we just Snarl protect. Or we could Tailwind protect. But I think that's better play here. This covers for more, I think.
Alright, we're gonna protect the Reshiram. No switch! Okay.
He did double into the Suicune thinking that he would kill that.
Oh, that does too much damage.
You know what it might be? What it might be? He might have Thunder on Kyogre.
Do we live that?
That's what I think it is.
Oh, it's Water Spout.
Okay, no, he just Water Spouts.
Wow, we eat that.
I think we would have lived.
Alright, so we do Snarl here. Alright.
That's a big Snarl. His rain disappears.
His rain disappears. Alright. So, the problem now is... he is faster than Reshiram.
I mean, yeah.
The Landorus is faster than the Reshiram, and we're not going to want to take an Earth Power there.
Oh, no. Do you know how many turns of grassy terrain there are?
Nope. It's gone.
It is. Okay, perfect. That's actually perfect. Because now we can switch the Rillaboom into the Reshiram spot.
Okay.
And protect the Suicune.
Ah.
Just to make sure he doesn't kill that.
I would imagine the Kyogre switches out here, by the way.
Yes, yeah. But it should probably be into Whimsicott.
Okay.
Maybe reset Tailwind or maybe into Instant. Either way, we have the faster Fake Out and we can always Scald it.
The pivot game continues.
Yes.
Alright, so... Oh, what? Unless he double swapped.
Very confused.
Huh? Okay. Bro, I mean, we could have...
Interesting.
Could have...
That means that... that means our Rillaboom comes in unintimidated too.
What the heck? Okay. Did he protect the Kyogre? There's no reason to. I think he just Water Spouts.
Yeah, we're not threatening any damage on it. Are we? No.
Okay. There's a
Is he
protect.
starved?
Yeah, he just Water Spouts. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. I mean... Sure.
We take that.
He doesn't have the greatest of switch. But he's doing some damage here. And he can always Flare Blitz the Rillaboom now. If he protects the Kyogre.
Honestly, I think the best play is Fake Out the Incineroar and possibly Tailwind. But then also, I think we need to respect the Overstain and Tailwinding for whatever reason again. We have Hitmontop in the back, right?
We do.
Oh, this is a tough position.
We have 20 seconds.
Let's go Scald into the instant spot.
Okay.
And
5
I
seconds.
think we're gonna have to Fake Out Instant again. Fake Out Instant, yeah. Just to get the chip.
Alright.
I can't see him leaving over in yet.
Ooh.
There we go.
Alright. Is this Whimsicott? It is.
For sure, yeah.
Alright, so we do get the faster Fake Out on the Incineroar, and at least with the Scald, we are going to remove it. So, that's fine. He does get Tailwind now.
Oh yeah, he could also get Landorus Therium in.
He could. Alright, we are going to
But
get...
then at that point, yeah.
No, I think he just gets Kyogre back in. We'll see. We'll see. He's making some interesting plays here. Has that Kyogre protected once?
I think it might be Scarfed. Because I haven't seen it protect, even though he probably should have protected.
Alright, well, now we're in a spot here, because whatever attack goes into Suicune, we die.
I think we take a Moonblast. I don't think we take an Earth Power. Yeah, I think I have a cheeky play.
Okay.
We Scald the... Or Snarl or Scald? That's the question. So if we Scald the Landorus...
20 seconds.
Lando-I. Yeah. Let's Scald the Lando-I and bring in Hitmontop.
And what is the point of bringing in Hitmontop here? To preserve the Rillaboom?
So,
Well, that
exactly.
yes.
And we also
Okay.
get the eject button to reposition.
That is okay. I respect this play. Alright, Lando-I, what are we going for?
We've already shown that Moonblast doesn't do anything to
Goes for Tailwind.
the I wouldn't doubt to see a Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Wave?
Sludge Wave!
Wait, what?
He's gonna kill his own Whimsicott. And we live!
And we live! Wait, what? Huh?
Oh my.
What a play by the Japanese player. We actually don't even KO there. But we do get Fake Out. We do get a burn.
Burn too.
I feel like Rillaboom just wins now.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we also have Fake Out.
Yeah, we do. Just Fake Out the Ogre, right?
I think we Fake Out the Ogre and just Scald the Lando.
Wow. That's very interesting.
Okay.
Can Reshiram finish the game?
I suspect... I think it does, yeah.
Hold on. Let me... Yeah, he just Tailwinded. So 3 turns, and we have... How many turns of terrain? We have 2 turns of terrain. Ooh, that's interesting to know. Alright.
I think at that point then we protect Suicune this turn and just Fake Out the Ogre.
Fake Out the Ogre. Yeah, I like that play.
Then we can feint the the Lando next turn.
Could even Wide Guard, too. But we don't have the speed at the moment. Alright, so here we go. Fake Out into the Kyogre. More chip. There's the Earth Power. Beep! So, it takes more burn damage.
And now if the Suicune goes down, it's optimal, because then we bring in Willow for free.
Yes. I say...
I'd guard Scald, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like... Because Wide Guard will keep the Hitmontop alive. Yeah. Alright, so you want to just Scald this thing? We can even, like, Snarl. I feel like Snarl is
Yeah,
good.
let's Snarl. Let's
Yeah,
Snarl. That way, Ogre can't kill the Rillaboom too, and we get chip damage on the Lando.
Alright, let's Wide Guard. Alright, let's see if he calls it. Alright, Wide Guard.
Tough call.
Alright, we haven't revealed it yet. We reveal it now. Does he respect the Wide Guard? Goes to the Earth Power into the Suicune slot. We will go down.
Okay.
Alright.
He's Life Orb, right? And so between Life Orb, Chip...
There's the Water Spout!
Okay.
Alright. However, remember the grassy terrain. We can't bring in Rillaboom yet.
Yeah.
Alright, there's the burn. Oh wait, he wasn't... He wasn't Life Orb, actually.
Okay, here's the play. Here's the spicy play. We're gonna bring in Reshiram.
Yeah. I agree with this.
That way we have Protect. And then we can feint the Lando-I to make sure that dies. So Protect, feint.
Yeah, because now that he's seen the Wide Guard, he might just go for a single target play. Alright. Feint. Alright, get that out of here.
So once the Lando's gone, then...
Rillaboom wins the game. Alright, Sludge Wave. Very interesting. Killed his own Whimsicott. Alright, there's the feint. So he didn't protect. Yep. Alright, Kyogre, go ahead and Water Spout. Ice Beam!
into the Reshiram spot.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Okay, well, his Tailwind is gone now, so...
And now he can never beat us because he can't kill us with single target attacks, and so I say we just Earth Power
Yep.
and Wide Guard.
Okay.
And I think this is an 100% win.
I think he just forfeits. Yep, good riddance, Kyogre Timmy player. Alright, it is Zacian with Volcarona and Mienshao. What do you think in Beluga?
I think we definitely bring the Hitmontop, maybe not up front. Suicune looks really good, you know, resisting the Steel-type Behemoth Blades. Reshiram also looks good into Zacian, you know, that's the main purpose of it. And then maybe something like a... We might need the Nihilego just to make sure we don't get walled out by the Volcarona.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking, if that's Water Urshifu, we might struggle into that with Reshiram straight up. And so I'm thinking something like Rillaboom Reshiram up front as a lead.
Ooh, okay.
With maybe something like Suicune, Hitmontop in the back.
Suicune and Hitmontop in the back. Okay. All right. So what is the thought process with this lead?
Yeah, so I think we apply immediate pressure to both the Water Urshifu and the Zacian. And then if they have the Water Urshifu and, for instance, a Volcarona, then we can switch out either the Rillaboom into a Suicune, or if they have, maybe Zacian, then we can switch out the Reshiram if that feels pressured.
Okay. Do you anticipate him bringing the Regieleki here?
I don't think it's a good choice because we have Reshiram that resists it, and we also have Rillaboom, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it.
All right. Well, we've got our first Zacian matchup here, so let's see how he does. And it is going to be Mienshao Rillaboom. Ooh, double fake out.
Right off the bat, I'm thinking we want to protect the Reshiram, just because we don't want to be taking fake out close combat first turn, but then we also need to watch out for that into the Rillaboom slot. Maybe a pivot would be nice here, but we need to preserve the Reshiram for the Zacian.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we might want to something like U-turn into Mienshao.
Okay.
To get the chip, so we can break the sash and protect the Reshiram.
Okay. All right. Now, because he has a Mienshao and a Regieleki on this team, I would assume that the Mienshao is sashed, and the Eleki potentially have a magnet here. Would he? I would imagine the fake out goes into the Reshiram. I don't think he wants to let his Rillaboom die so quickly, and he could also just do that. Ooh, man! Oh,
that's an interesting choice.
He better have faked out the Reshiram here, because if he didn't, we could have just fire moved into that slot. I would imagine. All right, please tell me he faked out the Reshiram.
Reposition here.
Okay, he did. All right, thank God for that. All right, now we'll U-turn out here. We chip the Mienshao, and what would you like to go into here?
Definitely the Suicune here and set up a Tailwind.
Okay.
If we can set up the Tailwind, such a good spot.
All right, we'll get the Tailwind out here. You didn't like the Intimidate option into the Hitmontop pivot?
It's not bad, but I would have definitely done that had we not had any pressure with the Reshiram, because a sub looks deadly.
Okay.
But, right now we're threatening a Fusion Flare into the Zacian.
So you want to just Tailwind?
Yeah, I'm thinking Tailwind, and the question is, do we read the Zacian Protect? Because it could sub, or it could protect here. I don't expect it to attack.
Okay. That's a fair play. That's a fair assessment. So what would you like to...
The other thing we could do is Fusion Flare into the Mienshao.
Okay.
Because he could try and swap in the Rillaboom to get the fake out.
He could.
And so I'm thinking that.
Okay. I like that play. Let's see what he does. Oh, he has Protect!
Ooh, that's interesting.
Does that mean the Zacian didn't Protect? Wow, we could have just KO'd it. Wow.
That's insane.
Alright. So, very interesting choice by our opponent. Willing to give up the Zacian right off the bat. We could have just won the game right there.
Yeah.
Perhaps he made a read that we made a read. That did a lot, by the way, that Sacred Sword.
That did quite a bit.
Now we have the speed control, but now does he protect now is the question, so I'll let you make the call.
I say we bring in the Hitmontop, because we're only going to be able to take out the Mienshao or the Zacian.
Okay.
So bring in the Hitmontop for the Suicune. I'd say Fusion for the Mienshao again.
Alright. So, let's see if the Zacian this time protects or potentially subs. We will get the Intimidate off here. Not going to do much to the Hitmontop, of course, of Inner Focus, but at least we can get the Zacian back down to neutral. Alright. And the Zacian does protect, so this time we do get the read correct. Alright. And this is just a straight Fusion Flare into the Mienshao. Alright. So
the one thing that we have to think about here for sure is that with the Mienshao going down, he likely brings in either a Water Urshifu or the Rillaboom.
Yes. Alright, he could recycle his fake, not recycle his fake out, but get his fake out back. So this will be
For sure.
quite the play here. But we'll see what we can do. But we have Fake Out too. But the question is, does he Fake Out our Fake Out? There's the Rillaboom. So
There it is. So with the Intimidate, I'm thinking Zacian can't kill us whatsoever, even if it had close combat actually. And so I think that we go for a Fusion Flare into the Zacian and fake out the Zacian. That way if he fakes out the Reshiram, then we don't take damage on the Reshiram.
okay.
But then if he fakes out the Hitmontop, then we get the not the KO maybe if he subs, but we threaten a KO on the Zacian.
So you want to Fake Out the Zacian and Fusion Flare the Zacian.
Correct.
So we're trying to cover for both potential options here. Let's see what he does. Both Fake Outs will be burned here. So the Zacian just protected. He actually withdraws the Zacian, so that means he probably faked out the Reshiram, and it is the Urshifu. And I'm going to say that's a Mystic Water Urshifu. Alright, because there's 3 potential sashes here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that did a lot. Alright. But we have Tailwind.
We do still have Tailwind.
Alright.
This is an interesting spot. I'll see a close combat into the Urshifu looks pretty good here, and I swap to Rillaboom. Or we can chip it and KO it with a Grassy Glide possibly next turn.
That sounds good to me. Alright, so we'll get the Reshiram out of here. That's our only answer to Zacian, so we don't want to lose it just yet. And we will get the Rillaboom out here. So this way we get another Fake Out back. There's the Grassy Glide. This is going to go into the Hitmontop. Yep. And now we proc our eject button. Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you like
so the
to...
interesting thing here is that he could have doubled the Hitmontop.
Yep.
So I don't think we want to bring in the Reshiram. I say we bring in the Suicune and possibly reset Tailwind.
That sounds good to me. Because he has no Fake Out, and we do. Alright. And here's the Surging Strikes.
Both resisted.
And he went into... He did double.
Good thing we switched it up then.
Yes, we did. Alright. And Suicune is very handsomely taking the Surging Strikes damage. Alright. And we'll just get a little bit more Grassy Terrain recovery to make it look even more like nothing. Now, the other thing is he could have a Sash back, but we don't know if he has a Sash. I would imagine it doesn't, because there's many things on his team that could have a Sash. So I'm going to say that's Mystic Water. But we don't have Tailwind, but we can always get it back.
So I think we either Tailwind with the Suicune and fake out the Rillaboom, guaranteeing the Tailwind.
Yes.
I think that's the safest play. I think we go for that.
I also think that is also relatively fine. He could switch out the Rillaboom, understanding that... oh, he actually switches that out instead.
Interesting.
Goes into his own Zacian. Okay.
Now I have EV'd the Rillaboom to be faster than Zacian and Tailwind. So
Okay.
That's important to note.
Alright.
We can get the faster U-turn.
Alright. And here's our Tailwind. Alright, no terrain for both players, by the way.
And now here, I would say that we probably want to switch Suicune into a Hitmontop and U-turn. The tough part is he AV Rillaboom? Because if he's Miracle Seed Rillaboom, then he could protect here. But I think that the Hitmontop switching kind of covers for the protect Rillaboom and Behemoth Blade into Rillaboom. Or Rillaboom, that is. So I think we U-turn off there, Rillaboom.
Okay. We'll deal some chip into his Rillaboom. I would imagine it is AV. So here we go. We'll switch out the Suicune. We'll get off the -1 onto the Zacian and the Rillaboom, which is very convenient. He could double the slot and still KO it, but at least we can reset our Fake Out and our terrain. So we do get the faster U-turn. That's good chip on the Rillaboom. That's very bulky, by the way. A little bit bulk. And what would you like to go into here?
Probably. The question is, do we go for the red? I'm gonna say we bring in Reshiram. Threatens both. If he,
Think it's fine.
I'm
He's
surprised to see
-1.
him U-turn here.
Yep. Let's see it. Alright, Turbo Blaze. And he does go for the Sacred Sword. That almost kills. And there's the U-turn. And he did double that slot. So Reshiram
Oh,
does
it
go
does.
down. Yep, it does. Alright, well, that was an interesting choice. And now he is in full control because he has no restricted. I mean, we have no restricted and he does. Alright, and now there's the water Urshifu. So, I don't know how we're going to beat the Zacian now.
We do have Fake Out on the Hitmontop. I say we bring in the Rillaboom here.
Okay. I feel like every recording, I always get a phone call. Okay.
And now we just make some calls between close combat on the Hitmontop.
I feel like he just double protects here.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. So now the question is, we could feint.
Feint. Yes, we can.
Let's go for a feint and Grassy Glide into the Urshifu.
Okay. I like that play. Alright. But I don't expect the... Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case.
Yeah. Good play.
And I don't think the Zacian... oh, he does. Okay, that's fair. So we'll chip this. Alright. But now we have no Fake Out. Alright. So there's more chip there. Alright. Now I would imagine the Zacian switches out here. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I'll leave it up to you.
I would have to say that we go for... We could Fake Out our Rillaboom. I say we go for a... If we can kill his Rillaboom with a close combat and bring in Suicune, then we can still kill the Zacian with a burn.
Okay. So you want to CC the Rilla?
Yeah, and switch out to avoid any damage on the Rillaboom.
Okay.
It's a Suicune, yeah.
Alright. So we play the pivot game. Alright. So we get in our Suicune, which is right in front of a grass type, but if we can KO it, maybe we have something. But he just Grassy Glides the Hitmontop. We live, and this does KO the Rillaboom. Alright, so there's that. Are we going to lose the Hitmontop in exchange, though?
I'd be surprised if he Behemoth played the Suicune.
Goes for Sacred Sword. Alright, he doubles the Hitmontop.
Now we get Fake Out back in with the Rillaboom.
Alright. We
Do
do.
you mind checking how many turns of grass there are left?
Sure. Alright.
I would be surprised to see double protect here.
We have 3 turns.
Okay.
Do have Wood
We
Hammer.
fake out the... We do have Wood Hammer, but I think we need to fake out Zacian and reset back up Tailwind, because then we could possibly Wood Hammer his Urshifu.
Okay. So, that's what we'll do. Alright. Oh, wow.
No protect.
No Protect. So that means he went for CC. Oh, he went for U-turn. Wait, what? Does this KO?
It must be
No, it
scarfed.
doesn't. No way.
The
Nope.
question is whether Wood Hammer KOs.
Oh, I'm sure it KOs the Urshifu. Wait,
If he's scarfed, you can't protect, which is big.
wait. I just
Or maybe
remembered.
they bulk
You're,
you.
yeah, you have no attack here. But I think with a, are we AV?
I think Wood Hammer Scald into the Ursh kills. Maybe
Alright.
double that.
Yeah, because even if we kill the Urshifu, then the Skull will just go into the Zacian.
Exactly.
Alright.
Still very winnable.
Alright, so here's the Wood Hammer. It does kill.
Grassy terrain.
Yep.
Big, that's big. If we can pick up a Skull Burn here.
If we can pick up the Skull Burn, we've got chances here. So here we go. Scald from Suicune.
We also
Alright.
still have the Citrus Berry intact.
Chip. Oh, we got the burn.
You get the burn.
We do get the burn. Alright, and now he goes for the Behemoth Blade. Does this kill?
This will kill.
If Rillaboom lives.
Yes, close.
Oh, let's go! Bulky Rillaboom takes the Behemoth Blade. Oh,
I
man.
was expecting that.
Whew. Alright, well, now we just Grassy Glide every day of the week.
We also outspeed with Wood Hammer too.
That's true, but I still like the 2-on-1 pressure at the
I do
moment.
like that. I think we just Grassy Glide and make him attack the Gorilla.
Oh man, that's big.
I mean, 30% chance is better than 0.
Yeah. And he has no recovery. Alright, Grassy Glide. Chip damage onto the Zacian. Good chip.
That's nothing.
It's nothing, but it is...
It adds up.
It does add up. Alright. And now I would imagine he goes for the Behemoth Blade once again into the Rillaboom. Alright, there it is.
Now burn, this is probably like I think we are looking really good right now.
Yeah, because he can't even... I mean, he could Sacred Sword, but... Yeah. Alright, and we still have our berry, which is always nice. So, grassy terrain. Yep, no more recovery for Zacian. Alright. And Protect actually hurts him more than it hurts us, so... His only chance is Sacred Sword crits. Alright, so that just helps us. That helps us. I don't know why he did that.
That does.
Yeah. So we'll take that.
The burn chip into 2 Scalds is enough for a KO, possibly.
Mm-hmm. I think what he's doing is stalling the Tailwind, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So, do we need the Tailwind at this point? What do you think?
I don't think so. I think, honestly, if we Protect here, that might be better.
Yeah.
Burn.
I do like that play also. Yeah, so we'll just let the burn finish the job here, if anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, best case scenario, 2 Protects and a Scald is enough to pick up the KO on Zacian. Burn damage.
Yeah, we'll just play it safe here. Makes me wonder, like, yeah, I guess we outsped Zacian that turn with Rillaboom. Yeah, I guess we could have Wood Hammered. Yeah.
I think Rilla's like 113, Suicune's like 112, which is enough to outspeed both of them.
Yeah, so I guess the more correct play was to Wood Hammer, because we were gonna die anyway, but... Oh, he's Play Rough. Wait, that's not gonna do anything.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess. So he had no sub. He went 3 attacks. Yeah. Alright, so now we can just Scald.
I do have to say some interesting choices between Protect on Mienshao and no sub or Swords Dance.
Well, I understand the Protect on the Mienshao, I guess. But okay, he's going with... the Play Roughs are rising, I guess because Urshifu is too much. So, I understand it. But there's the Play Rough. How much does this do? Not nearly enough. And knowing that we still have our berry is always great. So, Suicune is gonna be able to pull this one out. Alright. We did lose Reshiram, but we pulled it out with the rest of the team. Yes. Alright, we did what we needed to do.
Yeah, I think that the mistake was definitely bringing in Reshiram into a possible double up.
Yes. But at least in Series 10, right? It's not as punishing, unlike Dynamax, where like you make one wrong call and you lose the game. But here, even if you make one mistake, you can still win. All right, we almost took it to timer, but we did get the win. We got the other horse with Oranguru Torkoal shenanigans. So there's an Indeedee. So I'm going to say that the Ice Horse here has Trick Room. Or
yes.
Yeah. Does Oranguru also get Trick Room, right? Yeah, it does. Alright.
Yeah,
So
Oranguru, yeah.
Okay. So Reshiram does look okay against Calyrex. He does have a ground move, but I'll let you.
Yeah, I think we go Reshiram, Dark Urshifu as the lead.
Okay. Oh, I understand what you're thinking.
Pressure.
Yep.
And then Hitmontop in the back because after
Intimidate's
Intimidate, Ice Horse can't kill Reshiram.
Okay.
Also, we have to watch out for the brutal swing from Oranguru into Calyrex Ice. And then last, we can either bring Rillaboom for some fake out pressure, but since he has Torkoal, I'd say Suicune is a better option.
Ooh, okay.
They can just absorb hits and pivot out.
I see. Alright.
I think that's probably pretty good.
Okay. I was thinking Nihilego, but, you know,
yeah, I think we can go Suicune or Rilla too because he has his own Rilla, which could be kind of scary. And we can also reset terrain. Well, let's actually do. Yeah, let's do Rilla in the back.
I don't have time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. So if we drop it because of that, then that's okay. All right, Lin CC. Hey, they have the same background as me. We can't lose to that. We can't lose to that. We got no. We got to win. We got to show him who has the real background. Okay, so he's gonna go with his own Urshifu and Oranguru. Wow.
Urshifu Dark.
Yes.
According to that.
That's interesting.
So something we could do here is double up into the Oranguru
Okay.
with Urshifu Dark and Reshiram.
Okay.
And just need a close combat from there. Urshifu just to deny Trick Room possibly. But then, you know what, let's double up into the... Switch out Urshifu
Okay.
into Hitmontop.
Okay.
And just Fusion Flare their Urshifu. Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
And break the Sash and bring in the Hitmontop to eat up a potential close combat.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let's see what he does.
Switch it back in for like a Suicune or something.
Okay. All right. So inner focus. Yeah, we do have the eject button, so we'll see how this ends up for us. Ally switch Oranguru.
And that actually works out well because that means I'm pretty sure 2 Fusion Flares denies Trick Room.
And he did go for the close
Perfect.
combat. Yep. So, I mean, okay. Sure. Alright. What are we going into? Back into,
So we could go Suicune here.
we could.
And just Scald. Yeah, I say we go Suicune.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Because that also means that based on the Oranguru damage, if Fusion Flare does more than half, then we can set up Tailwind on him.
Alright, here we go. Fusion Flare from Reshiram into Oranguru. Wow.
That is going to be enough.
Alright. Now what do you want to do?
Honestly, a Fusion Flare to the Oranguru plus Tailwind sounds kind of good.
Alright.
Although we do have to... Yeah, because then we can outspeed Urshifu next turn.
That's fine. If he ally switches, then that means he's not clicking Trick Room.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he does withdraw. So this tells me is this the Ice Horse? Oh, it's Indeedee. Okay.
He could have protected the Oranguru.
They usually don't have protect, but let's see if he has it.
He
seeds.
it's
Is that gonna help him?
That will.
Oh, he did
And he
protect.
does protect.
Wow. So he does have protect. Okay. I respect the protect. All right. Now this is interesting because now we're in trouble because now we have Tailwind.
Something funny to note, though, is that if we don't pick up a KO on the Oranguru or the Indeedee, then Ice Horse doesn't come in.
That's true.
Something important to know. I would honestly Protect plus Snarl sounds pretty good. Or we could go Fusion Flare plus Snarl.
We could do that.
To keep the Reshiram around.
I don't want to eat an expanding force though. But I mean, but
I think Protect is pretty good here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Plus a Snarl.
Yeah. This is okay.
Hopefully it's 2 shots Oranguru. That'd be big. Instruct plus Expanding Force sounds kind of sketchy as well.
Alright, well, he didn't go for it, so he went for Follow Me. Alright, we're gonna burn some Trick Room terms here. Oh, yeah, oh. This is fine. We even crit the Indeedee, which is good. Alright, now let's see what he did with this. I'm pretty sure this was just Trick Room. Yeah, okay.
Something else important to note is that we do have Dark Urshifu in the back, which means that if he does go for an Expanding Force, we could bring that in. The Expanding Force.
I do like that idea. But I would imagine the Ice Horse comes in now, but I'll let you make that call.
Yes. If the Ice Horse does come in, we could always... We don't want to give it a free weakness policy, that's one of the big things.
Could always burn it with the Scald
Yeah.
and call the switch, but what do you want to do here?
I think Fusion Flare into that spot sounds alright. Into the Oranguru spot, sorry.
Okay.
Plus, let's just go for a Snarl.
Okay.
I don't want to get Instruct.
Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is the Ice Horse. Okay, I would love if this KO'd, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to follow me. I did want to scald that Indeedee slot just to cover for that. I would have loved to scald that slot. Alright, so we're gonna give him the policy now, which kind of sucks. Actually, let's see if he even has it. Alright.
He should have it. If
Yeah.
He has
Oh, he doesn't have it!
He does not.
Wow! Then why would you switch it in?
That's, I have no idea.
Alright, well, we get the Indeedee kill.
And we now know that he has what? He has Urshifu in the back and a Oranguru.
Yes.
He's probably just gonna go Oranguru and instruct Glacial Lance if I were to guess.
Okay. We still have Hitmontop.
We do. Honestly, the switch to Hitmontop here, for Reshiram, that is,
Yep.
sounds pretty good.
It does. Could even burn. You can try and burn.
Plus, yeah, let's go for that. Exactly. Wait, check how many turns of Trick Room are left first.
Oh,
That's fine.
I clicked too fast, but let's see.
Because if there was only one turn of Trick Room left, we could set up Tailwind on the last turn to make sure we got Speed Urshifu.
Alright, so we do get the attack drop. Hitmontop still likely dies. But there it is. There's the Glacial Lance. Okay. So he's back to neutral.
Yep.
Alright. Chili Nay. But Suicune should still be able to... Oh, he's Life Orb. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. There's the Instruct.
Interesting. Unless it's crit, so there's no way it kills Suicune.
Alright, and if we can get a burn again, that would be amazing. Alright, come on, Suicune. Give us the burn.
Another
Alright.
important thing to note is
He's taking
that
chip.
if there's one turn of Trick Room left, we can always bring in the...
Hirsch.
We killed Indeedee, right? So once Psychic Terrain disappears,
No
then
burn.
we don't have to worry about that.
No burn.
I say we switch in the Urshifu here,
Okay.
for sure.
Alright, here is the Urshifu.
And his Psychic Seed has been used up, so I'd imagine Scald kills, but...
2 turns
I
of
think
Trick
it'd be
Room.
too close.
1 turn of Terrain.
2 turns of Trick Room. Question is, does Sucker Punch KO?
From this range?
Yes.
Well, we can't do it. There's Psychic Terrain.
Yeah, I know, but for next turn...
Ah.
with Life Orb Chip, I would imagine it does.
Yes.
So it actually might be
maybe.
optimal to let this Suicune go down here.
Okay. So we could detect the Urshifu?
Yeah, I'd say we double protect actually though, because you don't want to give him any unnecessary boosts. But...
Okay. So we'll protect this turn. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So I would imagine another Glacial Lance plus. It might have been optimal to let the Life Orb Chip, but.
alright, there's another Glacial Lance. Alright, there's the Instruct play. This is annoying. Okay. But it is a thing.
We do have a full health Reshiram in the back though.
We do, that we do, yes. Yes, we would have lived that hit, and then Life Orb Chip would have been fine.
Yeah, I think that was the better play actually.
Alright, well.
Let's go for a. Why is Psychic Train still up?
Oh, whoa! He
I guess
he was
I
the
think we have to double protect here.
he was that item. Wait, why is there 8 turns?
I think he was Terrain Extender.
Oh my god. I think we just lose now.
I think we double protect on both of them, and just hope we get one of them.
Oh my god. Holy cow.
Suicune doesn't get it. What about Urshifu?
Nope.
Nope.
We lose. Oh my god. Terrain Extender Indeedee.
Well, I think with Life Orb Chip we pick up the Calyrex, but fortunate for sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely pick up the Calyrex with a Sucker Punch. It's unfortunate.
Terrain Extender Indeedee. Yeah, well. Looks like the Rillaboom was looking pretty good instead of the Suicune here. We tried. But who would have thought that that was Terrain Extender Indeedee. Alright, well now he's just +3. And I expect ally switch here, so let's see what happens.
I think part is this is definitely still winnable.
This is still winnable, yeah. As long as you take that behemoth out.
If this is choice band, because if this is choice band, we can actually win. Like choice band, Urshifu.
So we have to call this. So
I have to call the ally switch.
yeah, I'll let you make the call. I say we call it.
I say so.
We're already losing. Yeah. All right, we're gonna call it.
What else does he have better to do? I guess
Nothing. All right, we're doing it. We're calling the ally switch. Survey says he does.
Yes.
Oh no! Don't protect. Please tell me you didn't protect. Oh yes. Oh, what a pleb. All right, but can we beat the Urshifu?
That's the question. Can we beat the Urshifu?
Yes.
I think if this is choice band, do you want to just check his team here?
Sure.
To see if there's any other place that a focus sash could be.
So the Indeedee was seeds, right?
Let's see. Indeedee was terrain extender.
Wait, something got a seeds boost.
Oranguru, yes, yeah, Oranguru.
Yeah, so
boost when it first switched in, I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. So
unfortunately, it doesn't look like it.
yeah, I think that thing was the sash, but I mean, maybe terrain
He sets
extender.
up a trick room for us.
We're not faster than that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I mean, we have 15 seconds, so I'll let you try and make this.
Fusion Flare to Urshifu.
Okay.
It's not sashed. And I hope it's not sashed.
Yeah, just hope it's not sash. Okay, goes for Wicked Blow. Oh, I think we die anyway. The life orb anyway. All right, unless he attacked. Yep, that's sash.
So he is, yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, our life orb takes us out anyway. Dang it! Terrain extender Indeedee. Oh, yeah. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, now we are in the Pokepaste section of the video, and we're showing you Reshiram. So we got a couple dubs with it, so I do like the squad, and now Beluga is going to tell us what exactly are his EV spreads for and what he's calcing for. So Beluga, let's start with Reshiram here. So you chose it as your restricted. Even before we talk about the EV spreads, let's talk about how you put the rest of the team together. So you chose Reshiram. How did you choose the rest of the Mons?
Yeah, so I think important to note is that Hitmontop kind of glues the team together, because without Hitmontop's wide guard, you have a tough time against Groudon, the P plates. You have a tough time against Kyogre sometimes, you can wide guard with the spread attacks. Feint is really important to pick up the focus sash KOs. It also helps predict. For instance, Venusaur is kind of tough into this team sometimes with the poison damage into Rillaboom, the grass attacks into Suicune, and the ground attacks into the Reshiram. And so being able to feint and Fusion Flare into a Venusaur, for instance, and pick up that KO, or Fake Out and Fusion Flare into that spot is really big. And then also helps with Landorus-I. Fake Out pressure is awesome. The eject button helps pivoting. But the main reason to use this over something else like Incineroar or Landorus as your Intimidator is that it doesn't share weaknesses with Reshiram. If you're using Incineroar, for instance, it shares the rock weakness and the ground weakness,
Yes.
which then makes the pivoting a bit tougher. So that's the reason behind Hitmontop. Suicune, I knew I wanted like a Tailwind setter, because part of Reshiram's speed EVs is at the 228, puts it at 139 base speed, allowing it to outspeed Regieleki after Tailwind. And so I knew that was going to be a big part, and although that Suicune is weak to electric type attacks, being able to match Kyogre Tailwind and take about 30% is really important.
Yeah, and we saw in our battle, like, Kyogre could not stop Suicune.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Suicune EVs are really cool as well, because they guaranteed survive a Miracle Seed Rillaboom max attack adamant, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
They also survive a Magnet Regieleki.
Yep.
So
exactly. That's also how I did my Suicune. Yeah.
It's really strong.
Yep.
Also, being able to snarl into Calyrex Shadow is big, and so it also survives close combat from Mienshao and Astral Barrage from the Calyrex Shadow.
Oh, that
the combination of these.
That's perfect. That's all we can ask for Suicune. And when we did Celine's team with Zacian, Suicune was great there, and now it's great here as well. So it's really nice to see Suicune being used in Series 10. So now let's look at Nihilego. I know what that calc does. Now let's tell the viewers what it does. Go for it.
Yes, so it just pretty much takes max attack out of the Grassy Glide Rillaboom again.
Yep.
It also takes a Mienshao close combat, I believe.
Yes. So interesting that we had to drop a speed on that, but I guess with Tailwind it's not too bad. But now let's look at... oh, you want to say something?
Sorry, so the reason I dropped a speed stat is because the only relevant thing, Nihilego's base 103, and so I dropped a speed stat because the only relevant thing at 102 is Garchomp. Which, I didn't think we'd be running into that, really. But, and that also still puts us above Landorus Therian.
Yes.
Landorus Incarnate, which comes in at 168.
Correct. Yeah, so that's totally fine. How about the Hitmontop that we've nicknamed Bop It? Like the toy. I remember that toy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
so... Yeah, so the defense, I'm pretty sure, has something to do with the Groudon Life Orb Precipice Plates or Heat Crash. I'm not entirely certain on that. I apologize for that. But the attack stat, the 68 plus Adamant, puts us with a guaranteed close combat kill on the Stack Attacker.
Ooh,
really big.
Nice. If they're not Choppleberry.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then, so let me just look at that. Yeah, so on this one, I actually have the Hitmontop. Okay, I think I have actually at 197, so I took some defense EVs off. But having Hitmontop at 97 speed, which I have it on the rental team, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But,
so it's correct on the rental team, but not the
so
pace. Okay.
I think what I did is I just did where I have it actually at 52 speed and 76 defense. That's what it looks like.
Oh, I see. All right, that's fine. All right, so we'll recorrect the Pokepaste when we link it in the video description. I guess the Urshifu is relatively standard. We know it's an answer for Calyrex Shadow and even Stack Attacker, and the EVs are standard because it's Sash. Now let's look at the Rillaboom because I'm pretty sure our viewers are scratching their heads. Why is there only 4 attack on an Adamant Rillaboom?
Yeah, so the Rillaboom, I actually have a calc sheet that if you want I can make that to you, but here is the Rillaboom section. Let me just read this. So it guaranteed survives so Calyrex Shadow Life Orb is a guaranteed 3-8 KO after Grassy Terrain recovery.
Okay.
It survives a Quiver Dance, 252 plus 1 Volcarona Flamethrower.
Ooh.
Which is kind of interesting because sometimes this team, if you don't bring Nihilego, then this team can get walled sometimes a bit by Volcarona. So I thought that was pretty important. It survives a modest 252 Xerneas Moonblast,
Ooh.
which I don't know how necessary that is. I think that's like 50% of the time, but we're hopefully not going to see that. It survives a 252 attack Entei Sacred Fire. It survives a 68 special attack Yveltal Oblivion Wing.
Ah.
Survives it has.
It's my Yveltal.
Yeah. I think it has a 77% or 70% chance to survive a +1 Eternatus Sludge Bomb or something like that.
Okay.
And it survives -1 252 plus attack.
Can we live Hurricane from Tornadoes?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Oh, he crashed from Groudon. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, respectable calcs. All right, so a very good justification there. All right. Thank you very much for explaining those spreads. Now let's go ahead and show the rental code where you too can use Beluga's Reshiram team. Alright, and there it is, guys. There is Beluga's Reshiram squad. We had a ton of fun piloting it in those 3 battles. Normally we would do like either at least 4, but because of the purposes of the video and the 3 battles were long enough with the pivoting, I felt like it was still okay. You got the gist of how to play the squad. So Beluga, once again, thanks so much for showing us your Reshiram team. And in hindsight, now that we've gotten a chance to use it, and even you who has tested it a bunch, Is there anything about the team that you would change right now? Beluga?
Yeah, yeah, thanks so much for having me on. I had a blast. You're such a great host. Yeah, looking at the team, I might consider being knockoff on the Rillaboom and then exchanging the Urshifu for something else. I don't know what that something else would be, but having the knockoff on the Rillaboom would then cover the Calyrex matchup, which would be cool.
Yeah.
So,
maybe even like
if you want to put something else as a tech on there, yeah.
Maybe even like a flying type like Landorus-I would help.
Yeah.
Just because like what is it? Reshiram and Ni, they're like weak to ground, and we have a ground resist, but it would help to have a ground immunity, I guess. That's just off the top of the head. Yeah. Okay, sure. But hey, Dark Urshifu is always great in Calyrex Shadow, so if you're gonna do that, then I guess we do need the knockoff on the Rillaboom if we're gonna remove it. But hey, as it stands, it's still a really, really great team. So go ahead and try and let us know how you do. Beluga, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at BelugaVGC on Twitter. So.
All right, and we will be sure to plug his Twitter in the video description. So once again, Beluga, thanks again, and for the rest of you viewing the video, thanks again as well. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We're almost there to 850 subs when this video goes live. So again, the goal is 1,000 subs. We're getting close. We're getting there. And next time we'll be back with another Series 10 video. Peace out.